pieces of ourselves, it's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. Don't fight the fire, too much too fast to burn us out. We walk the wire, love. Don't make me read your mind, I know it. Learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. I won't fall when I'm picking you up. Of my hand, I won't be strong enough. Our love is stronger, and I'll be here. My lead, now we're taking the jump. My pride, cause I know you're the one. Our love is stronger. Baby, I know that it's stronger than yesterday. Two sparks ignited. We left some space for us to breathe. My head is quiet now. I can rest in peace, cause you are more than enough, more than enough. Feeling the rush, feeling the rush. Burning in love, burning in love. Two souls united. This roaring blaze is soaring free. If you ever get tired, love, I'll sing you gently to sleep, cause you're still more than enough, more than enough. Feeling the rush, feeling the rush. Burning in love, burning in love.
Good evening, everyone. That cloud cover is quite ominous. I might, Oh, Gus said he can't hear you. Yes. Man, that was like the best intro Kuno's ever done as well. It was epic. There was so much going on there, and it's just so unfortunate.
It definitely wasn't, but thanks. But anyway, that should work now. I don't know why OBS always forgets my inputs, but in any case, all right. So yes, as I said, we're here, round 13, Grand Prix de Sao Paulo, here at Interlagos. Alrighty, so let's see.
I'm gonna go get weather. I'll be back.
No worries. Oh my god, I'm just gonna shout out. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. No AI drivers. We have a full grid. Ah! It's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. Anyway.
Okay. The Alpha Terrapin crew have told me that there is no weather, which is very concerning. So I'm assuming they mean it's dry.
There's no weather. There is no atmosphere. We have global warming has completely ruined everything.
It's completely F1's fault for all the excess travel they do.
Alright, so let me see this. Coming around that final turn there, I think it's one of the Red Bulls, so I'm going to assume it is most likely either Jax or...
As Gus said, shout out to the subs and shout out to Gus for subscribing for 33 months in a row. And yeah, blame my cunt for everything.
Indeed. Alright, so Pondon looks like the first car out on track, so we'll stay on with him as he goes for his first flying lap. You can see him just passing the pit exit there now. It's the Sector 1 timing. So we should be in for a decent race. Full grid, like I said. Very happy with that.
Who is in P11? Is that Eka? Oh, Kebab. Oh, Kebab. Okay. I just had to check because his name in game is Greasy French Fry.
Fair enough. So Honda now moving through just to the end of Sector 2 there. Nice use of the curb. A little bit of snap there. Didn't be too much. It'll cost him some time. This is a 15-minute warning. And he'll hug this inside line. Shortest distance. Across the line, and it'll set the first time there at 108.987. And we'll start to see more times flood in there as we see Apollo with a 109.25 there for P2 at the moment. Jump on board with Ali now. 110.9 there.
Oh, a few more times in his second.
Oh, and Cato there with a 108.5 right at the end. Had the fast, so green in sectors 1 and 2, but ended up smashing sector 3. T-Mac now with a 108.2. So we're seeing a lot of changes here. So we'll jump on board with Mick out here as he comes out of the pit lane. Trin with a 108.1 for provisional pole. My lord. Sneaky now with a 107.9 from the Aston Martin. Jesus, the times just keep rolling down.
Every person across this line is faster than the previous one.
Apparently so. Apparently so. That's fantastic. So we see Mick out just getting out of the way of some of the other cars as Eckham now takes it with a 107.5. Let's see, where's there? Just need to make that a little bit bigger. Let's do this. Apologies for the poor screen. There we go. So Mick out just coming around to Sector 3 now. Stay on with him as he sets a time. A 107.7 there from Kebab and a 110.5 for Ali. FIBA now, as expected, 107.4 for the Alpine team.
Gus reckons there'll be a Haas on pole and in last place.
Huh, okay, so... okay. Well, stay tuned. We'll see if that comes to fruition as Mick out makes his way down to the first sector line. And it's a green sector 1 for himself, of course, but down 0.4 to the fastest sector. There's Crush with a 107.7. Have a look at how close these guys are. 107.4, the fastest time. It's... yeah.
Pretty rapid for bankers as well. These guys are absolutely flying out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good point. Yeah, these are essentially banker laps. 12 minutes still left in the session, so there's plenty of time remaining. Having a look at the weather forecast. There you go. There are the current conditions. There are 23 air temp, 30-degree track temp. And we've got overcast and clear, so there's no rain to be seen for this session. Let's see a bunch of guys.
Okay, using all the track limits there.
Yep, he's going to hug that inside line just like everyone does. We'll cross the line with a 10... what is that? A 108.7. Okay, fair enough. So that's in P14. So I'm sure he'll be looking to improve that. Jump on board with Apollo Pepsi, currently on an outlap. So with 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go, FIBA still on provisional pole with that 107.4. I'm not sure what the fastest lap times expected are, though, for Tier 1.
I wonder if these Ferraris are going to give each other a tow. Yeah, FIBA, I think FIBA can get into the 106s. It can just scrape in. But I would usually expect around like the 107s for these guys.
See if they can bring down those times at all. Paulo Pepsi just making it to the Sector 3 line now. There are the fastest sectors on your screen. That would be Trin... sorry, that was Big Al with a 16.6 for Sector 1. FIBA with a 34.1 for Sector 2 and Crush with a 16.4 for Sector 3. So here comes Apollo Pepsi. We'll jump on board with a Ferrari. The brakes into the center S. Nice use of the curb there. You don't want to go too hard on the throttle as you might spin out coming out of that turn. Paulo Pepsi does it quite well though now. We'll run down towards turn 4.
It's good to see Pepsi has less technical issues with his car than he does with the screen. Sorry, I had to.
There we go. So there's still plenty of race to go. He might have the same. There we go. Through turn 8. It's a very clean lap so far.
Well, he's in a Ferrari and he's not on intertire. Oh!
We talked too soon. He's slid right off the track there. I apologise. That may be my fault, but he has hit the wall and has caused some damage. You can see damage to the left side of that front wing, so he will have to come in, get that repaired, and then set another lap. While we're waiting, though, we'll jump on board with Zakov here as he comes out of the... actually, T-Mac might be further down on an outlap, just going through Sector 2 now, as FIBA has now exited, so we'll see some more times on the board soon.
Yeah, Jack Humphries is about to cross the line for his first lap as well, so we'll see where that puts him. Up to third with a 107.5.
It's a decent lap there. That's so incredibly close to Eckham.
Dude, some of these camera angles are awesome.
Yeah, they have improved them in this game. I'll say it one more time. I really wish I had manual camera control. Ooh, it's team a little bit of lag there. Interesting.
Ali in the bin, and there's also Batemate. Parked his car.
Oh man, I really hope that's not just me. but T-Mac's car is just glitching everywhere for me. I'll stay on the outboard cameras, doesn't seem as severe, but anyway, a green first sector, sneaky there with the 107.7 up into P7.
T-Mac is lagging badly.
Yep, okay, so it's not just me. I was just about to say, it seems like there is an issue there. Hopefully it doesn't affect any of the other drivers too badly.
I was on board with him and his car climbed into a tree.
It's an interesting strategy. There we go, green
Still
sector.
better than pro strategy.
Yeah, it's the green sectors 1 and 2. So we will improve on his 108.2. I just wonder how much of an improvement we'll see as he comes to the line. That's a significant jump. 107.9. The time, not the radio station. Up into P9. And we'll jump on board with Feber here. So Feber is currently on a flying lap. 107.4 is his fastest time. I'll just wait for that timer to update and see where his Sector 1 is. It's a slower Sector 1, but I have a feeling he's been impeded by traffic, which would be why he's down.
He is 100% ERS. I don't think he's on a flyer.
Oh, then he might be on a flyer on the next one, unless he called off that first one, because it doesn't tell me that he's on an outlap, so it means he's been around at least once.
Yep.
But we'll stay on board and we'll see. 7 minutes 15 left.
He's flying now, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed, as he moves towards the line here. So, full speed. Let's have a look here, 310.
I like Pepsi's strategy of following people as closely as he can to the blue screen.
It's free real estate. So here we go, Fever, DRS, all the way down towards turn 4. Nice use of the curb. It's a green Sector 1, but it's slower than the fastest Sector 1.
Interesting.
You see backing off the throttle there a little bit, keeping close to the apex there. Fever showing his prowess through the flying lap. Be careful with the throttle. You don't want to put too much power through those rear wheels. It's very easy to lose traction, as we saw with Apollo spinning off the circuit. I have to say, he uses the curbs a lot, as we see a purple Sector 2 beats it by 0.003 of a second. And here we go. No, oops, sorry.
This is going to be a rapid time.
Indeed it is. Oh, I would argue that's track limits, but the game says it's fine. And he'll cross the line with a 107.212. That's 0.2 faster than the previously set time by that driver. And as we see a Mercedes there across the track, managing to dodge.
Pepsi also managed to improve using a bit of slipstream from Fever, so he's at a 108.4. That puts him in 16th place.
Just curious to see who else is on a flying lap, I believe. I wonder if Jackson...
Oh, I didn't even see that. Big Al snuck in there with 107.4 up to second.
He did. So Big Al matching Fever's previous time. So there's still more time to gain, I think. Just curious. I see Batemate there on an outlap. Jump on board with him as he comes out of the pit exit. So with 5 minutes left in this round, Fever's still well and truly in provisional pole, but the gap is not as large as we previously thought. 0.2 between Fever and Big Al. But have a look at that. You go from P1 all the way down to P12, and it's all within a second.
That's insane.
It is. It's actually kind of nuts. And I assume that those guys in the bottom half of the grid still have time to put on the board. So
P12, it's up to P16.
Is it 2-1? Oh, sorry. I was reading off the middle number. You're right. It is. It's all the way. It is. It's all the way down to P16. As we see, Jack Humphreys there, 107.4. So the two Alpines. Will the two Alpines start alongside each other again? God, those two ridiculously fast.
Only really Big Al and Jacob can possibly challenge that, I think.
We're about to find out. There's the fastest sector update there. Big Al still holds the fastest sector 1, but Feber has now taken both 2 and 3. So it's a great job there from the Alpine driver. As Batemate now on a flying lap, he moves through turn 3. Wow, really hugging that inside apex. And curious, I figured it would be faster if you let the car carry all the way to the outside, but I suppose not. He does have a green sector.
I don't know how
Oh, he
that
backed
didn't
out.
invalidate.
He backed out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he backed out there.
He ran wide.
Yeah, but it's not
He,
showing up as an invalidation. Interesting.
Yeah, but he let off the throttle for it to not do that. If he kept his foot flat, it would have validated.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yep, no, I understand that. Fair enough. Fair enough. So FIBA now on track for an outlap. Zakov as well. Jackson, P11, also getting ready for an outlap. Staying with Baitmate, looks like he's now backed off for recharge. I wonder if I can see his telemetry here. No, I cannot. Do not see his ERS battery.
Yeah, he's about 65. I don't think that should be enough to carry him through. But he'll be running pretty low by the end of the lap. He might be a little down on power on third sector.
So again, on board with the AFR, he's got to be wary with this pit exit. There is a Ferrari there. So Baymate again, a green sector 1. It's slower than the overall sector time, but it's an improvement on his previous time, 108.5. So now running through sector 2 now. Let's see if he can keep it clean through 7 and 8. Nice
Good
use
so far.
Yep, nice use of the throttle here into the apex. Nice and easy. Again, it's very, doesn't take a lot of power to spin these cars. We'll come to the sector 2 line, and it's green again.
It'd definitely be an improvement. Might get him up to maybe P17, I think.
Here we go. 108.5 was his previous. Crosses with a 108.152. So it is an improvement up into P16 as we see Endocat retire from the session there. So a 108.079 will be his fastest time.
Sako will be the next one to finish a lap. And that will be his last run. So we'll see if he can improve.
Currently on board with FIBA as he makes his way through the final part of the track. I believe he will be on a flying lap. As Zakov there with a 107.3 splits the Alpines right down the middle. But it's not enough to take pole.
Oh, it doesn't improve.
So being across the line there where, yes, it did not improve on that one. Oh my god, FIBA misses out on the fastest sector by 1,000th of a second. So green sector 1. And boy, is that Alpine flying. 37 seconds left on that clock. It is last call for everyone here on this track. Ali crosses the line there with a 108.7. Unfortunately for him, he is currently in P20. FIBA with another fastest sector time. It's a purple sector 2. He's better by 0.018. So he will cross the line. Will it be an overall improvement? It will most likely be the case, but by how much? Oh, it's a 107.118. As we see Zakov here now. He'll cross the line. No, he will finish off as is. Here we have Jack Humphreys. A yellow sector 1, but a green sector 2. I'm curious, will he beat his 107.4? Can he take back second position? Oh, and he does!
Oh, he does!
Oh, and it's by barely a time! 107.3 versus a 107.336. Oh, geez, that is a massive hit from one of the Williams there.
I slid on T-Mac. He decided to put the car on the wall.
That's the fastest way to retire, I suppose. Big Al there with no front wing, interestingly enough. So he'll go straight into... No, he's deciding to finish the lap. Well done. Okay, and I believe that will be the end of our session. But
Yeah,
I must say, yeah, bloody hell, what a time there by FIBA.
1st to 14th within a second. That's pretty ridiculous.
And remember, for those of you who are regular viewers, you'll know that Tier 1 has a sprint and standard race format. So, you know, FIBA takes pole for the sprint race, but we'll see if he can actually hold on to that position to take pole for the main.
Now, I'm curious to know what strategy these guys are going to go for, because we saw one driver in Tier 3 try the softs, and I think it didn't go too badly. So if there's a safety car, you might be able to make the softs actually work.
Well, we'll find out in just a moment, but as we just count down to the end of this session, FIBA will take pole, 107.118. His teammate will start alongside. Those Alpines are rapid. Zakov there with a 107.336. Very, very close. Big Al with a 107.49. Ekim with the 107.5 for their 55. Okay. So, you told me the weather, didn't you? There's no rain expected?
The information I received was that there is no weather, which is a lot more concerning than no rain. But yes, I believe there's no rain.
Okay, alright. So in that case, we're probably looking at 2 dry races, not a problem. Tyre life. I wonder, what is the tyre life around here?
On the soft, less than a sprint.
Less than a sprint.
You could maybe get 8 or 9 laps out of softs before they start feeling really, really, really badly. Mediums, you could get maybe, I think it's like 15, 16 laps or so. So like, I think like the ideal strategy, if you didn't have the tire, the multiple compounds rule, would be like a medium. But that's not allowed.
That's right, you do have to run, well, for the sprint is one thing, but yes, for the main race, you do have to run 2 different compounds, unless of course it is a wet race, in which case you can run just the one.
Yeah, for the sprint, I expect most of the grid to be on mediums. There might be 1 or 2 guys that are a little more game.
Well, we're about to get this underway. The 5 lights are on, and now they're off, and they make their way down towards turn 1, and it seems like a pretty decent start from everyone here on the grid, but FIBA still leading them as they charge down into the center S. It looks like a pretty clean... Yep, I must give them props. It's a pretty clean go from everyone. No damage that I can see. So it looks like we got a proper race on our hands.
A couple of guys at the back did actually opt for the soft, so Mikau and Bate both opting for soft tyres. Same with Pondon and Ando.
FIBA leading our pack here. Ando Cat in a very unfortunate position there. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him, but he's dropped far off the back of the grid, so he'll have to work double time in order to catch back up. As Pondon and Ali trade places there at the back, sneaking kebab. Teammates, mind you, they also do the same. Whoa, Zakov! Just getting a little drifty there into turn 13.
We saw 2 Aston Martins doing that early today as well.
Yeah. So there's a predicted pit stop strategy. 0 stops. As FIBA says, it's the fastest lap with a 1:13.
Thank you, AWS. Oh, it's an Alpha sideways and a McLaren.
Oh, and, okay. That'll be Mick out down the back there.
I don't know who he tangled with.
Cat makes the move on Trent. It looks like he's going to get him on the left side. And he'll just pull in front. Yep. Pretty easy move. Up into P18.
I wonder if Mikau and Trent tangled.
As we are on board with Crush at the moment. Just behind his teammate Ekim. So of course no DRS until lap 3. It will be purely on tow power and of course ERS, should you want to burn some.
DRS is going to be strong around here. I expect to see a lot of trains. It looks like the front two are nearly pulling away already. Jack Humphries hanging just within that 1 second at the moment.
So there goes both the DRS there for the Mercedes. Just curious to what speed they'll reach towards the end here. 3:29 for both.
It's rapid.
Looking at the gaps here, it's pretty even across the board. Looks like Cato might be in a good striking position here to Apollo. Coming up in the turn 8. There's also Jackson as well, very close to Crush.
That is probably the closest battle on track at the moment. It's saying that Potsy is sniffing the rear window of that McLaren.
Big Al has dropped back past a second to Jack Humphries there. Speaking of the devil, and he'll set a fastest lap apparently, 109.3 from the Alpine.
Yeah, he had to do that to try and maintain the gap to Zakov, because Zakov and Fiba are just absolutely flooring it. And Zakov might actually overtake Fiba on the outside. Gets it done on the outside before turn 4. Beautiful move by Zakov.
Yeah, great job there from the Alfa Romeo. We switched just a little too late, but we saw it happen. Final, and so Fiba, of course, won't take that line down. He'll for sure attack him on the next go around.
They all are kind of lying down though, aren't they?
That's a good point, actually. It would be more considered lying down than sitting.
Pepsi just punted Cato.
Oh no, I can see the Haas. Oh, and both. Oh, there's a spin back there! There's actually quite a massive one. I believe that was Jack Humphries. I believe it was the Alpine that spun. He's dropped down to P8. Oh, and Jackson now has fallen back. There he is off the track. I wonder if they've got any damage. No. Zakov sets the fastest lap so far, 109.0.
Potsy overtook Big Al and all of that.
Yeah, I wonder exactly what happened there. I'm not too sure, but I did see one of those cars off to the side.
I missed all of that.
Oh, as Mika now will take Jackson on the right, but the Red Bull will have the inside line. It's the sister teams fighting. Oh no, there he goes. He gets it done. The AlphaTauri up into P16. But Jackson will have the DRS here.
Those softs should probably outperform the mediums for another 2 laps or so, and then the favour will probably swap and the mediums will be faster.
Yeah, wow, he really didn't have the pace there, even with the DRS, just didn't catch. So, Mick out. We'll stay ahead for now. So the Aston Martin still together there, P8, P9. Sneaky. Still very close to the back of his teammate here. So looking at the gained loss, the biggest mover here is Ali there. 6 positions gained, the biggest loser, Jackson. With 9 positions lost.
Not ideal at all for Jackson. Cato's also... Oh, it's Pepsi spun again.
Oh, okay. So he's now down to P20 there. Yes, you can see the yellow flag showing up. It's at turn 14, I think.
And then he spun again.
So he's got cooked tyres, is what you're telling me. And he will most likely come into the pits. Nope. Never mind. Nope. He will stay out.
He's also missing a front wing, I think. Or part of it, at least. Yep, he's definitely missing part of his front wing. Poor Pepsi not having the best race.
No, it's he's having some difficulties there, so hopefully he'll be able to redeem himself in the main race. As,
sorry?
So I was just mentioning, on board with the Big Alice, he chases down Potsy here for P3. Oh, he gets close, but he just can't make the move stick.
I am really liking this battle between Zakov and Fiba. So Zakov has got the lead at the moment, but he also has absolutely no battery left. Fiba's on 70% battery, so he's just keeping in the tow, just sort of waiting for his chance to strike. And I think the Aston Martins just swap positions again.
Sneaky kebab. I can't remember who was behind, but in any case, still 8th and 9th. Hasn't been any crazy moves. It's been pretty even across the field.
Yep. Not too much going on at the moment. Those soft tyres are going to start hurting, I think, very shortly. So we'll see what happens to those guys. All the soft tyre runners have made up a few positions, apart from Mikkel. So, good strategy for them so far.
We still have... What's that? 5 laps to go. Oh, thank you, board. There you go. 5 laps to go. As per the warning. And Zakov still well and truly in the lead of this race. And he actually has a decent lead. 6/10 to the Alpine behind. Potsy 4 seconds behind FIBA.
Those two are in a class of their own, but I think FIBA actually has this one in the bag if you look at the ERS between those two.
Yeah, based on what my telemetry is telling me, FIBA with 68% left in the battery and Zakov 12%. So he really has nothing left to defend. He'll have to just try and make that car as wide as possible.
A bit of a trend going on after Potsy, kind of a cork in the bottle there, but no one seems to be able to get past him at the moment.
Nobody seems to be able to get past anybody. All the times are floating around that 4/5/10 mark. But yeah, nobody's still been able to make that switch. Look, there's a DRS line. You can see Big Al with the assistance, but every time he gets close, he looks to the inside. Will he go late on the brakes? He actually does get the move done, and he passes Potsy up into P3.
Potsy take this back though, coming down into turn 4.
We're about to find out.
FIBA with exactly turn 4.
So he did. So that's lap 9 of 12. So now I'm curious to see how close Zakov can stay. They're both on the medium tyre. They'll both have the same tyre wear. Well, if I'm being honest, they almost have the same tyre wear. Zakov has 1% more. So he's driven 1% harder.
Ali had a spin, so both Ferraris are having an absolute shocker tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Life imitates art, right? Or in this case, art imitates life. Oh, there's an issue here with one of the Mercedes, and I think that means that Jax, there he is, side by side with Crush as they run to the line. Oh, he's lucky that the tyre physics don't allow catapulting, otherwise both of these guys would be in the wall here, and it looks like the Mercedes teammate. That is an interesting strategy there. I don't know if they meant it. I don't think they did, but I'll give him the shadow of the doubt. Have a look at this. Crush manages to go on the left side. Actually, give me a minute. Jack Humphries says, they're into the pit lane now. It's 3-1 as they go down towards turn 4. Who's going to come out on top? Tell me it's the Alpine. And it is. Oh, and the Mercedes collide. You're joking.
That was always going to end in tears. That was such a stupid move by both of them.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. Let me just run you through the mind of me through that entire process, because what I thought was happening was that Eckham was positioning his car into turn 1 so that his teammate could overtake on the inside and that he would block Jack Humphries from making a move. That's where I thought that was going. But then the Mercedes kept fighting through the center S, and I thought, okay, maybe it was just, that's just how it landed. But then for Jack Humphries to actually split them down the middle and then into turn 4, take them out, and then the Mercedes come back into the fold and take each other out.
Insert gif of Toto Wolff smashing his headset.
Hey, right, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's nuts. That's nuts. So well done. It's Jack Humphries there, P5 now, but have a look at the Mercedes, P11 and P14.
Not ideal at all from those guys. T-Mac looking to hopefully get past Eckham. Get close there. Sorry, Eckham, I meant. Damn it, these names, dude. Kebab.
Right. Yeah, so Kebab there, P7.
So I do think those soft tires are falling off because Eckham, and yes, it is actually Eckham this time, did just get past Boatmate into 10th place. But he's slow. Eckham's slow for some reason. Boatmate overtakes him again.
Not sure exactly what it is. Eckham very low on ERS there as we see Zakov trying. He's got the DRS advantage, but he just can't get it done. It's the final lap. We'll stay on board with Zakov here as he tries to chase down for the lead of this sprint race. Potsy overtaking Big Al there for P3. Great job there from the Haas. But Zakov just seems to be a little bit off to make this move stick.
It's all happening. Big Al overtakes Potsy again. Potsy has no battery left at all.
As Crush overtakes Endocat there for P13. So Zakov... Oh, he's actually spun the car! He's off the track. He better recover quickly because Big Al and Potsy are on a charge.
Oh,
So that's...
yeah, he recovers.
Yep, so that's put Zakov out of contention for the win, unless, of course, Feber has an accident of his own. But now the question's going to be, will Big Al actually be able to catch the Alfa Romeo? I don't think so.
No, he's got it.
He's got to be careful with his tyres, but no, it looks pretty clean so far. So, based on what I'm seeing, Feber will cross the line and take the win for the sprint race, which means he'll start on the front of the grid for the actual race. Zakov will cross the line in second, Big Al in third, and Potsy in P4. I'm just going to jump down to P13 at the moment. There's a little bit of a train happening, so Pondon is leading this train. P12, Crush is very close behind. I'm just curious to see if he'll be able to get him to the line. It's going to be a drag race. It's going to be incredibly close. Crush is just going to pip him right at the end. Oh my God! He gets it with 4.04. Oh! Absolutely well done.
And right there at the end, Pepsi gets a 3-second time penalty.
Indeed. All right, I'm just going to switch back to the replay. We'll catch it right at the end here. Have a... Oh, no. I didn't hit the replay button, did I? Damn it! Okay. I didn't actually save the correct replay. That's a shame, because I really wanted to watch that to the line again.
That was insane.
That was so good.